you like. Okay, so let's put this in. Okay, so finding limits of a function.
Do you want video as well as audio, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right. Okay, so please record it. Okay, so I drew something. All right, I drew something. So let's just real quick. Is the thing recording? Okay, just I don't want to block people. Huh? Let's just understand real quick why the graph that you see is a function. Real quick, can someone tell me?
It passes the vertical line test.
Passes the vertical line test, right? I try to do really hard to make sure that it passes the vertical line test. Okay? So this is a function, right? Now, with functions, you should be able to, from the picture, you should be able to know what the domain is. Right? What the domain of the function is, okay? So we won't get into that, all right? Because we just want to learn about limits. Is that okay? And with limits, knowing the domain is not useful. Okay? All right. So there are three kinds of limits. You got the left limits, the right limits, and the limits. Okay? So we're going to learn these two first, the left and the right. All right? The left and the right. And then the limit will follow very trivially. Okay, so let's focusing on the first line. So A. So understand when we want to say this, right? This is saying this. The limits as x approaches A from the left. Minus means left. Okay? Limits x approaches A from the left of the function f of x. What is the limit? Is that okay? So that's how you read this notation. Right? So limits as x approaches A from the left of the function f of x. Okay? So how do we do this? All right? How do we do this? What you're going to do is you take your pen, right? And you get on the graph of the function. So let's go and look for A. This A here will be on the x-axis. All right? So you find A. This is A here, right? So get on the graph to the left of A. Is that okay? So I'm going to get on the graph to the left of A. Now, you could start all the way out here. Or you start here. It doesn't matter. Or you start here as long as it's to the left. Is that okay? So let me just start here. So I get on the graph to the left of A. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk along the graph as it approaches A. Is that okay? So I'm going to walk along. So as I walk along, what is it getting close to? It's getting close to this point, right? Correct? This point, which is A comma 6. Is that okay? Therefore, the limit as x approaches A from the left of the function f of x is just 6. Okay? The y value of the point that you're getting close to. Is that okay? So that's how you do the left limit. Get on the graph to the left. And then walk and see where you're going to. Is that okay? See where you're going to. All right. Now, how do we do the right limit? What do you think? How are we going to do it? Get on the graph, right? But now you have to get on the graph to the
Right.
right, right? The plus here, right? This is right limit. Limit x approaches a from the right of the function f of x, right? So get on the graph to the right of a. So you can get on the graph here, right? But that's kind of defeat the purpose. We just want to the right, right? So we may as well just go and get on the graph here, because then we don't have to worry about this nonsense right here, right? This line, okay? So I'm going to get on the graph here. All I care about is to the right. It could be a little bit to the right, it could be a lot. It doesn't matter, because all you really care about is to the right. So I'm going to get on to the right, and now I'm going to walk. Right? I'm going to walk towards this point again. Right? So start on the right, and then now basically you walk toward A. Right? You start seeing the x value getting closer and closer to A. Right? So get on to the right, and then you're going to follow the graph, and where do you go to? So you're getting close to this point, right? A, comma, 6. Therefore, your right limit is 6. Is that okay? All right. So that's the left, that's the right. And then now for the limits. For the limits, we look at, so there are some technicalities that I'm gonna not go into it yet. We'll deal with it later. Okay. So for the limits, we just go and compare the left and the right, and see if they match up, meaning the same value. If it's the same value, then the limit is that value. Is that okay? So the right limit is 6. The left limit is 6. Therefore, the limit is 6. Is that okay, everyone? Yeah? Okay, so you try it, okay? Let's do for 0. Let's do for 0. I want to bypass these guys a little bit. Let's do for 0. So everyone know the picture? Okay, let's do for 0. So what is the left limit at 0? Where is it going to? Right, so what does that mean? You get on the graph to the left of 0, right? So I'm going to get on the graph here, and then walk to 0. So what do I get?
-5.
Everyone agrees it's -5? Yeah? -5? -5? Alright, -5. Okay. Now, what about to the right? The right limit at 0. What is the right limit at 0? Everyone agrees it's 5?
Yes.
5? 5? Alright. 5. So then what is the limit? Well, they don't equal. Right? They don't equal. So the limit does not exist. Okay, D&E for does not exist. Is that okay? Okay, so let's do for B. All right, let's do for B now. Here's the graph. So start to the left, get on the graph to the left of B, right? And then follow the graph. Where is it going to?
4.
I'm sorry?
4.
4 to the left. We'll do left limit. Left limit, right? So I start here. Correct? To the left of B. So I'm going to start right here. Right? And then I'm going to follow the graph. Where is it going to? Where is it going to?
B.
Sorry?
Infinity.
Infinity, right? It's going to be infinity, right? The y value is going to infinity, right? So what do you think the left limit is? Infinity. Technically speaking, if we're really doing mathematics, we'll say it does not exist because it's not a number. But we gonna just put infinity because we're gonna use it later, okay? So this is infinity. And be careful, this is positive infinity, alright? Positive infinity. Because there's such thing as a negative infinity too. Okay? Alright, now what about the right limits for b?
4.
4? Everyone okay is 4? 4? Is it 4? Right? Get to the right of b, get on the graph, and then follow the graph. Where is it going to? B comma 4, right? Okay, so this is
4.
4. Okay, and therefore, what is the limit at b?
Does not exist.
Does not exist. Is that okay? Yeah? Alright, so now let's do C, and then we'll take a break after this. Alright, so you tell me, what is the left limit at C? What do we get?
4.
I'm sorry?
4.
4, left limit at C. At C. Left limit at C, right? So get on the graph to the left. Let's say get down here. And then follow the graph. Where is it going to?
Infinity. Negative infinity.
Sorry?
Negative infinity.
Negative infinity. Right? Get on the graph to the left of C, and then follow the graph. See where is it going, right? It's going to negative infinity. All right. Negative infinity. How about the right limit? The right limit
Same.
at C. Same means
Negative infinity.
negative infinity. Is everyone okay with that? Negative infinity, right? Alright, negative infinity. And therefore, what is the limit?
Negative infinity.
Negative infinity. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, so since we kind of flop a little bit for the left limit, so let's do one more to make sure. Is that okay? Let's do one more to make sure. So let's do it for D. All right, let's do it for D. Okay? For D. What do we get for D? All right, so I'm going to walk around and see what you get for D. All right, good, good, okay. All right, see here for D. Good. I start to the left, right? So get on the graph to the left, so maybe get on here, and then walk towards it, right? Where is it going to? So which point? Where is it? Which point is it going to? It's going to D, comma 1. So therefore, your left limit is right. Okay, good. And then do it for right limits. Okay, all right. Okay, so by the way, in class, actually, whenever you do math, okay, please don't erase your answer when it's incorrect. All right, highlight your incorrect answer, because Your mistake is actually gold, and you don't want to throw gold away, okay? Learn from your mistake, okay? So use a highlighter. Don't erase. Don't erase when you make a mistake. Is that okay? All right. So be careful now. So D, right? So start to the left of D, right? And then you're gonna walk towards it. Where is it going to? Right. No. Highlight. You have a highlighter, right? Okay. We're moving here. All right. D, right? D. This is
Oh, so
D. Yeah. All right. Oh, don't erase. Highlight. Oh, no. Highlight. You have a highlighter, right?
I'll get one.
Oh.
Mine's pen.
Okay. All right. So for D, right? Go look for D. So where's D at?
1.
D is here. D is here, right? Right? This is D. So get to the left of D, and then where is it going? Get to the left of D, and then where is it going to?
1.
D comma 1, right? So therefore your left limit is 1. Is that okay? Now, how about right limit? Well, start on the right? Get on the graph to the right, and then walk. And then where is it going to? D comma 1. So therefore the right limit is 1. Okay? So now the left limit is 1, the right limit is 1. So the limit is 1. Okay? Alright, so we can take a break and then we come back with this so we can stop the recording. Okay?